Apologize for that break, but now we've been joined by our special guest whom we have been waiting for. Just as Enugu residents are also waiting for this exciting news that we'll get to in just a few moments. We have Ozo Iboniku Ogazimora, former Commissioner for Information in Enugu State, Editor-in-Chief, SBS Great Interviews, and an attorney at law to join us to assess these headlines. I like that part, attorney at law.
Thank you very much.
What do you know about law, Ozo? Tell us about your profession, your career and passion in law.
What do I know about law?
Tell me everything you know about law.
Well, everything about law is everything about life. Every single thing you do, law has to come in. This your broadcasting, it has an aspect of it in law. Every other thing you do, your marriage, your child, going on the road, driving, flying, the law comes in every aspect of life. Mm-hmm. Every human interaction will certainly lead to interpretation of the law.
All right, so let's move now to something that concerns law. This is taking us to the House of Reps. Still a big story here on Daily Independent. Reps consider bill to strip VP, governors, deputies of immunity. How would you react to that? Do you think it's time for the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria alone to enjoy immunity, whereas every other official, the VP, the governors of states, and the deputy governors of states too, would be subject to, being impeached or removed from office if found culpable of a certain crime? What do you think of this motion that has been passed?
Well, this debate had been on. Initially, the view was that removing that immunity will create a lot of distraction, because people will now distract them. We are not like Europe. Frivolities make news for us, quite attractive to us. I will personally oppose, if I'm given the platform, to oppose removing the immunity. While you may remove the immunity for criminal liabilities, I do not think it will help in removing it in civil liabilities, where somebody can now sue the governor for civil matters. But when it comes to criminal, yes, you can sue the governor, you can sue the vice president, because in reality, many governors do terrible things. And because they have that immunity, you cannot take them on. So that immunity, as long as it covers criminal liabilities, should be removed. That's my view. While the civil aspect of that immunity should remain. Because if you remove it, the distraction will be too much. We are not like Europe. We are still transiting from a culture, political culture, to another culture. That is our traditional African political culture to European designed political culture. So in their own, they are more advanced, and they understand that certain things can be resolved without really calling on the governor. You see people suing the governor for just frivolous things, and it will create a lot of distraction. Even the state resources will be wasted in defense of such actions.
Would they be using the state resources to pursue the cases and all that? Because apparently, I will beg to differ, right? Because this is going to somewhat cut down corruption, right? If you err, if you're wrong, somebody, that people are actually watching and they are going to come after you with litigations and whatnot, right? Would that somehow curtail how you say that some governors or government officials do some ill things, when they are in position? Wouldn't that wouldn't aid them to curtail on their excesses?
Yeah, I think we are saying almost the same thing. The only thing in my own is that I distinguish between the criminal and civil liabilities. So the corruption you mentioned falls within criminal liability. So, of course, if a governor steals or kills somebody, the governor should be prosecuted. The immunity there has to be removed. That has been the civilized position in Nigeria.
We are talking about having clauses, civil and criminal.
Yes.
Okay.
The civil liabilities, the immunity for civil liability should remain.
Okay, let's also look at this one now. A bill to abolish the death penalty has also scaled the second reading at the House of Reps. As this other one we're talking about now, the immunity has also scaled second reading. The death penalty, do you think it's something that should be abolished, judging by the nature of crimes some people commit?
Yeah, well, I think it should be abolished because the question we ought to ask is, having it in place, has it in any way reduced that crime? It has not. So that extreme measure of taking life, killing somebody, and then you also have to look at our justice system. When people are convicted, are you even sure that they are duly convicted? Are you even sure that the person committed that kind of offense? You see, our legal system sometimes, especially when you come to common law, is fixated. There is no element of human feeling there. I'll give you an example. The person who was just condemned in Adamawa State, somebody came to kill him. He overpowered that person and killed him.
Yes.
The ruling of the court was that since he had overpowered him, he should have run away instead of going ahead to kill him. And all the way to Supreme Court, he is convicted and condemned.
So self-defense wasn't applicable at this point in time?
Sorry?
Self-defense wasn't applicable at this point in time. It couldn't surmount.
That's what the judge ruled.
Self-defense is not, it's not that automatic. Self-defense has a limit where you are supposed to defend yourself. If you have overpowered somebody, there is nothing to defend again. So what you ought to do is to remove yourself from that place.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense.
That's the common law.
Because in Imo, we had this report, concerning the 16, I think it was 17-year-old boy. According to the obituary we saw, the obituary actually said 17. But I think there's this confusion whether it's 16 or 17. So let's just go with 17, which the family printed on the picture, the obituary. He was shot by someone because he had jumped into the person's fence, over the person's fence to pick up his soccer ball. So the owner of the house saw the boy jump. This was a recent occurrence in Imo. And when he saw him, he shot him and killed him, obviously. And people are saying the boy trespassed, that the owner of the house had the right to shoot, but it's ethically wrong, but he still had to shoot because it was a trespassing situation. What do you make of it? Was it right for the owner of the house to have shot the teenager?
You see, when you have this kind of a case, a lot of things come into issue. What time? If it was in the night, somebody jumping into your fence, the signal you get is that he is a robber, right? But in the daytime, I do not think it was proper for the man to shoot. You would have observed him. Then the issue of gun, possession of that gun, does he have the license? So many things will come into play when the trial, the litigation starts. Because that somebody jumps into your fence, are you so nerve-wracked that you see a young boy jump into your fence? Yes, there is a lot of criminalities now. But then in the daytime, if it was to be in the night, he can be excused. Because you can say he wasn't even seeing clearly whether he had gun or not, whether he had anything to kill somebody. But in this case, it's in the daytime. And I don't know what the boy did. Maybe the boy challenged him, or the boy posed himself in such a way that the man felt really threatened.
Yes.
But then you don't just go in the daytime and shoot like that.
All right. Taking it now back to this headline, on the death penalty, the bill that seeks to basically abolish it. If someone has committed such a heinous crime, has murdered so many people, caused so much pain, there is, you put a person in the correctional facility and the person stays there forever for life because there's no other penalty. That's the highest, maybe a life sentence. wouldn't that increase the number of, you know, the congestion of the correctional facilities? Would it not make it impossible to even accommodate fresh inmates? I'm just wondering, if the death penalty is indeed abolished, would it cause more harm than good to the correctional centers?
You see, let me tell you, technically, death penalty is no longer in existence.
Why? Because the governors don't sign?
Yes, the governors don't give their assent throughout the country.
Why do you think
How
they
many
don't?
governors will readily give assent to kill people? And in any case, what percentage of the inmates are already condemned? So if you say it is for the congestion of the prison, how many percentage of the inmates are they condemned? The reality is that wrong people are in detention. That is the truth. Wrong people, for your refusal to give police money, you are framed up and detained. For land dispute, you are framed and detained. For acting in a way that causes a big man to think you insulted him, you are framed up and detained. So if they remove wrong persons in detention, the place will be decongested. That is the truth.
All right.
Okay, let's move over to salient times and about Natasha. We've been having a conversation earlier before we came in here. So finally, Natasha's recall, right? INEC confirms receipt of petitioners, sorry.
Yeah.
Contacts, details, and orders. So yesterday we are somewhat praising INEC that finally they are doing a great job. You know, they had to review the petitioners that there are no contact details attached to the signatures, you know, be submitted to them. So it was a great deal, right? Just today, and we are reading now that yes, they've submitted the contact details of all those petitioners, right? So now that bothers us, because we are thinking that okay, INEC is going to get it right now. Remember, Natasha came in and there were a mammoth of crowd that came to welcome her. So my question now is, who are those petitioners? Where are they from? The signatures right there, right? Were they lured into, you know, signing those petitions to recall Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, the senator, right, from representing the Kogi Central, right? What could actually be wrong now? Is somebody trying to play down on her case to shut her up entirely? Is it a game that is being perpetrated at this point in time?
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, the recall project is reported to be bankrolled by the immediate past governor. So you can say...
Because apparently he's going to be the one to replace her.
That's an allegation.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Also, go ahead.
So that is to tell you that there's a lot of money that can be deployed. Then what looks like a vacillation of INEC, you ought to know that when we're in Nigeria, INEC can say something today, and in the night, after interactions with certain persons, we say a different thing. It happens at all levels of government in Nigeria. Then, but let me tell you, recall is not a small project. It's not a small project. It is not going to be easy. Even when you check the recall of a councillor, how are you going to achieve that? Do you know the number of signatures required? So it is going to be difficult, except she is targeted by the powers that be. If she is targeted by the powers that be, she may be recalled. Then you ask the question, is that a plan to silence her? I'll tell you that plan has been there to silence her because she stepped on toes. She touched raw nerves. People who consider themselves untouchable, she has touched them. People, excuse me.
Bless you, sir.
People who felt certain things should not be said about them, she has said it. So, and we have at the moment a government that wants to hold every leverage of the social and political order in order to return to power. So there is virtually nothing they cannot do to continue to hold the reins.
But wouldn't this set a wrong precedent in this country? Because we always talk about rape this, rape that. At least one person, somewhat, or sexual abuse and whatnot. But one person now who has the voice is voicing, echoing and re-echoing about whatever that transpired, right? And she now apparently wants to be silenced, right? Won't this set a wrong precedent to, because so many people are actually there waiting for this win. Well, apparently this win is going to be a win for all, not just for one person. Won't this set a wrong precedent in Nigeria if they eventually silence this matter, this case?
Well, there have always been wrong precedents in Nigeria. There is no provision in Nigerian constitution where you remove a governor elected by people. But the government has done that. Obasanjo did that, right? And Nigerians let it go. You see, in Nigeria, the major problem we have is lack of principle. Because I don't like you, if you are improperly removed, I will not speak for you, right? When Darie and the rest were removed, because some people who should speak for him did not like him, they let him go down. Now that this guy is, Fubara is removed, people who should speak
suspended
for him, people who should speak for him are not speaking for him, because to them is good riddance. So now in the case of Natasha, there are a lot of people who want to do away with her based on jealousy, based on interest, based on just not liking her. So, and you know, the more this evolves, the more she falls into some pit. The issue of sexual harassment, the altercation between the former minister and Senator Waboy and the rest of them. So, okay, Waboy. Well, so you see, these are other things that are coming. And these are other things that will determine how she will make it, or whether she will make it at all. If indeed the mighty, and when I talk about when I say mighty, I'm talking about the presidency. If the presidency is part of this project to silence her, they are likely to do it not by following the law, but by using might. Because that is what counts in Africa, especially in Nigeria. We have civilian government. It is not, we will not be too proud to say we have a democracy in Nigeria.
All right. I mean, you've made very valid points at this point. And let us now look at what no one is talking about. You said something that I think is on the minds of many Nigerians right now, and that is Yaya Bello's alleged complicity in all this, though it's yet to be proven, saying that probably it's possible, people are speculating, alleging, and claiming that it's possible he is reportedly behind the, or let's say motivating those allegedly who are trying to, because there are also speculations that he would be the one to replace her. It now leads me to ask, what then happened to the EFCC case? Does it mean that anybody that's accused of all kinds of fraudulent activities can even earn a seat at the Senate?
Who's your Senate president?
Well, I can tell you that 70% of senators there, especially second-term, third-term senators, have EFCC cases. So that the EFCC doesn't count at all. Not that it shouldn't count. If we were to follow the law, it should count. If we were to follow morale, it should count. If we were to follow principle, it should count. But it doesn't count really in Nigeria, because everybody, and Humphrey Nwosu stands out, or rather stood out, as a symbol of a principled man, because he wasn't going to be moved. Despite that particular era being military government, he was insistent on doing the right thing, for which he suffered. Many people didn't know that Humphrey Nwosu suffered terribly. He was physically beaten up by Colonel Wase, during that June 12, when they were asking him to stop announcing the result. The man was beaten up, subdued, and then detained. For more than 3 weeks, nobody knew where he was. It was Professor Konoya, who, the successor, who now demanded to see him before accepting that position. So he was now let into citing Professor Nwosu. So Nwosu deserved every commendation, every award, every recognition he should get. But unfortunately in Nigeria, where sentiment, including tribalism, rides the wave, he is not giving his due. The denial of that honor, well, to me, is a temporary thing. It will eventually come. At the moment, we have a government that often prefers to look at things from the perspective of ethnicity. So, but we know it will change. It's a matter of time.
Yes.
So, ultimately, everyone will eventually have his day.
All right. Lastly, because I know you have to rush off to court at this point, but I would like us to react to one of the major stories. This one is on Nigerian News Direct concerning the increase in the NYSC's salary to 77,000 naira. Coppers across Nigeria are jubilating because the allowance is no longer 33,000. It's now 77,000 naira. And NYSC initially, before this report, promised to clear the backlog. So it's good news. But the contention here is that coppers are saying that Rita, who joined the 30-day run challenge and said so much about Nigeria, how Lagos is smelling, how things are so hard, even egg, she was so emotional about it. Now they're saying she should be given credit for the allowance increase and not the DG of NYSC. How would you respond?
Well, I commend her, and there were reasons for her to be angry. You know, there was a follow-up clip where she talked about the state of her father, who was in the service for years, and now he's down with stroke, and there's no assistance coming from everywhere. So she's embittered. I commend her. She displayed courage. Yes, I do not think it's the DG. The DG has any credit. Remember that the proposal to have the allowances included had been there, not even by this present DG. It had been there. It's just that the normal way of government deterring, they've been delaying it. But her raising the issues he raised, and then bringing about the cost of indeed survival of a corps member, was a pointer that it was unrealistic. That is why many of them ladies are into prostitution and do everything to survive, because it's unrealistic. You put somebody who has lived in Delta State all his or her life, you send the person to Katsina on pittance. And that little money is not even regular, or in the first 3 months is not coming. So you see that we gamble with a lot in this country. Nigerians sacrifice a lot. For somebody who is leaving the university, you send him to an environment he or she has never been to on a pittance, something that cannot survive even the barest living standard of 1 week.
All right. All right, Ozo, we're out of time now. Thank you so much for joining us for the review this morning. I mean, coming to Afia TV first thing in the morning is no easy task, but thank you for always showing up for us.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And of course, that was Ozo Ibuneku Ogazemora, former Commissioner for Information in Enugu State, Joint Chief SBS Great Interviews. He's also an attorney at law. We're going on a quick news break now. When the morning show returns, we'll head into our discussions promptly. Stay with us.
Welcome to Afia TV, your go-to channel for excellent news and incredible shows that keeps you IEI, that is, informed, entertained, and inspired. Need a break?
Ladies and germs, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV.
Join Choco to vibe and chill on lunch break at 2 p.m. for the latest trends in music and entertainment.
Not like I have big money.
Dive into the world of innovation and creativity with Rochelle on Anka.
It means art in English.
Where creative minds and groundbreaking ideas come to life. Tune in every weekday at 8 p.m. Do not miss Afia TV Official, your perfect dose of laughter, where they discuss what is currently trending on social media every day at 5:30 p.m. on Afia TV.
But in this economy, the savings will save you, man.
And that's not all. Stay tuned for more exciting shows on Afia TV. Catch us on DSTV channel 254 and GoTV channel 17.
Good evening to you, viewer, and welcome to Women in Business, a show that profiles women, executives, and even the next door store owners, showcasing Igbo greatness to the world.
I started always obsessed with books ever since I was a child.
The stress of always converting naira to dollar and
an incompetent means an incompetent person.
My name is Ubon Kings.
I am Marvelous Apamaga.
I am Chioma Okbala.
My name is Ifunaya Ndule, but I'm living in our market speaking.
What are your thoughts on the spate of sex for grades in Nigerian universities?
This very issue of owing salary should be criminalized.
How can they amplify their voices?
People don't have evidence.
Want to get to know about it? Have to stay tuned right here on Afia Morning Show to get the pulse and the feel of that.
Join us on Gyno Plus every Wednesday at 6 p.m. right here on Afia TV, DSTV channel 254 and GoTV channel 17, where we will delve into health issues affecting girls and women in society.
breastfeeding doesn't even cause breastfeeding. The frequency of breastfeeding means the approach you take to make sure that your well-being is maintained.
Welcome to the latest and most amazing show upon here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lunch Break.
You don't sing along.
I did single.
For real.
You're not a backup singer.
That's what they do.
It's a brand new week and another opportunity for us to gist and me to tell you, bring all the spice, all the things that are hot, trending, and exclusive on social media. Sometimes I know there's constructive criticism. I know that you know how to quote it. So for the people that don't understand, I want to be like, oh, why are you doing this?
Please, I'm not a cross-dresser. I'm only doing this because of the money on Facebook.
There are some people you need to just tell the truth brutally. Let it hurt them. Give it hot.
Afia TV Official, exclusive every weekday on Afia TV.
Time check. break. It's 2 p.m. and it's time for us to vibe, chill, and relax. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV. So Lunch Break is all about the music, it's all about fun, it's all about entertainment, it's all about entertaining gossip and stories from social, it's all about the latest trends, it's about what's lit, it's all about the games with our guests, and yes, in general, I like to say it's all about the vibe and vibes only.
Welcome to Afia TV, your go-to channel for excellent news and incredible shows that keeps you IEI, that is, informed, entertained, and inspired. Need a break?
Ladies and germs, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV.
Join Choco to vibe and chill on Lunch Break at 2 p.m. for the latest trends in music and entertainment.
Not like I have big money.
Dive into the world of innovation and creativity with Rochelle on Unka.
It means art in English.
Where creative minds and groundbreaking ideas come to life. Tune in every weekday at 8 p.m. Do not miss Afia TV Official, your perfect dose of laughter, where they discuss what is currently trending on social media every day at 5:30 p.m. on Afia TV.
But in this economy, the savings will save you, man.
And that's not all. Stay tuned for more exciting shows on Afia TV. Catch us on DSTV channel 254 and GoTV channel 17.
Good evening to you, viewer, and welcome to Women in Business, a show that profiles women, executives, and even the next door store owners, showcasing Igbo greatness to the world.
I started always obsessed with books ever since I was a child.
The stress of always converting naira to dollar and
An incompetent means an incompetent person.
My name is Ubon Kings.
I am Marvelous Afamaga. I am Chioma Akbala. My name is Ifunaya Ndule, but I'm living in market speaking.
What are your thoughts on the spate of sex for grades in Nigerian universities?
This very issue of owing salary should be criminalized.
How can they amplify their voices?
People don't have evidence.
You want to get to know about it? Have to stay tuned right here on Afia Morning Show to get the pulse and the feel of that.
Hey ladies, join us on Gyno Plus every Wednesday at 6 p.m. right on Afia TV, DSTV channel 254 and GoTV channel 17, where we will delve into health issues affecting girls and women in society.
breastfeeding doesn't even cause breastfeeding. The frequency of breastfeeding means the approach you take to make sure that your well-being is maintained.
Welcome to the latest and most amazing show upon here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lunch Break.
You don't sing along.
I did single.
For real.
You're not a backup singer.
I said it,
It's a brand new week and another opportunity for us to gist and me to tell you, bring all the spice, all the things that are hot, trending, and exclusive on social media. Sometimes I know there's constructive criticism. I know that you know how to quote it. So for the people that don't understand, I want to be like, oh, why are you doing this?
Please, I'm not a cross-dresser. I'm only doing this because of the money on Facebook.
There are some people you need to just tell the truth brutally. Let it hurt them. Give it hot.
Afia TV Official, exclusive every weekday on Afia TV.
Time check, it's 2 p.m. and it's time for us to vibe, chill, and relax. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV. So Lunch Break is all about the music, it's all about fun, it's all about entertainment, it's all about entertaining gossip and stories from social, it's all about the latest trends, it's about what's lit, it's all about the games with our guests, and yes, in general, I like to say it's all about the vibes and vibes only.
Welcome to Afia TV, your go-to channel for excellent news and incredible shows that keeps you IEI, that is, informed, entertained, and inspired. Need a break?
Ladies and germs, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV.
Join Choco to vibe and chill on Lunch Break at 2 p.m. for the latest trends in music and entertainment.
Not like I have big money.
Dive into the world of innovation and creativity with Rochelle on Unka.
It means art in English.
Where creative minds and groundbreaking ideas come to life. Tune in every weekday at 8 p.m. Do not miss Afia TV Official, your perfect dose of laughter, where they discuss what is currently trending on social media every day at 5:30 p.m. on Afia TV.
But in this economy, the savings will save you, man.
And that's not all. Stay tuned for more exciting shows on Afia TV. Catch us on DSTV channel 254 and GoTV channel 17.
Good evening to you, viewer, and welcome to Women in Business, a show that profiles women, executives, and even the next door store owners, showcasing Igbo greatness to the world.
I started always obsessed with books ever since I was a child.
The stress of always converting naira to dollar and
An incompetent means an incompetent person.
My name is Ubon Kings.
I am marvelous Afia. I am Chioma Akbala. My name is Ifulaya Ndule, but I'm living in a market speaking.
What are your thoughts on the spate of sex for grades in Nigerian universities?
This very issue of owing salary should be criminalized.
How can they amplify their voices?
People don't have evidence.
You want to get to know about it? Have to stay tuned right here on Afia Morning Show to get the pulse and the feel of that.
Welcome back to the Afia Morning Show. Once again, apologies for that long break. We're still trying to rectify some issues. But now we have our guest joining us all the way from Oka, Anambra State. We have the SSA to the Governor of Anambra State on Homeland Security, Mr. Ken Emakayi, who will be updating us on the fight against insecurity in Anambra State, which is of course at the hub of affairs right now because of the launch of the Anambra Homeland Security, which has seen new security operatives, of course, across the state trying to secure the lives and property of residents. Thank you, sir, for joining us on the morning show today. Mr. Ken, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Great.
My
welcome.
pleasure.
Welcome. Pleasure to have you on too, Seth. Pleasure. So would you give us a quick update now on the fight against insecurity in the state? How much has been accomplished so far, let's say from the beginning of this month up until this moment?
Yeah, thank you very much once again. Thank you, viewers. Yeah, the fight against insecurity, first and foremost, we all appreciate that the issue of insecurity is a nationwide thing. It's not peculiar to Anambra State or anywhere in Igbo land. It's all over Nigeria. But coming to my state, the governor of Anambra State, my principal, Governor Charles Chuguma Soludo, has been doing wonderfully well in all stratas of government. But coming to the security, as you already know, Mr. Governor has put in place, with the joint efforts of the State House Assembly, the Assembly enacted the bill, passed the bill into law, the Anambra State Homeland Security Law 2025, which was signed into law by Mr. Governor on the 18th of January 2025. And also the launch of Operation Udogachi. Ever since then, it has been one good news to another. And as it is today, as it were, Anambra is relatively peaceful. Anambra is returning to its original status as the most secure state, if not in Nigeria, but in the southeast. So we are doing pretty well, and with the full support of Mr. Governor, the government of Anambra State, and the people of Anambra State. As it is today, the people of Anambra State, the confidence of the people is fully restored. People are now volunteering informations because insecurity and security itself is local. So the security operatives are by no means spirits. So until they get informations with the right information and cooperation of the people, the security operatives are going to work. So we are getting the right informations, the right intel from the people. So everybody is happy, and the security operatives are doing our very best, also complementing, working hand in hand with the police, DSS, and other security apparatus in Anambra State.
Okay, everybody, I'll take it from where everybody is somewhat happy, right? Because there's some report that suggests that the Agune Chamber operative, they've been involved in excesses, right? Including harassment of civilians and whatnot. What's your measure? What's measure in place, have you put in place to checkmate these kind of excesses from this security outfit? Because apparently, yes, they are doing what they have to do, but entirely the civilians are meant to feel safe and accommodating, right? So what measures are being put in place to checkmate some of these excesses? Because we know Nigeria, whenever they give somebody small authority, they always go big on it, right? Abusing it sometimes and all that stuff. So give us measures apparently put in place to curtail and checkmate these excesses.
Thank you very much. First and foremost, all of us must have to appreciate one thing. One is that for there to be effective policing of the communities, for there to be change, positive change from what it used to be to where we wish to be, there must be some inconveniences here and there. And our people must have to appreciate and accept this, okay? If the road is that very free for everybody, for instance, the roads are meant to be very free, but they are supposed to, for the security to be what the public will expect it to be. As I said earlier, the security men, the operatives are not spirits. So there are occasions, there are times we have to go on, embark on roadblocks, stop and search, and all these things, as a means of checkmating the criminals. So while this is on, expectedly, road users and members of the public will suffer some kind of inconvenience. And we are pleading, we are asking for their patience, because it is better to suffer a little inconvenience and be safe and secured than otherwise.
All right.
Also,
okay. Let's just jump in there before you continue your line of thought, because you know. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. So you can round it up.
Okay. Thank you. Also, we must have to appreciate again that there are human factors also. we cannot rule out the possibility of overzealousness and things like that. But all of us must have to agree on one thing, that the operatives, men and women, both the police, the army, the DSS, everybody, including the Agune Chamber Operation Dogachi, these men and women are those that sacrifice themselves, their lives, to see that we are protected. So when there are cases of overzealousness or mistakes or errors, then we have to identify them and treat it as it were, and not just to label everything and trying to condemn it. Then, coming to your question, the measures we have. Yes, we have, even enshrined in the law, that we have internal mechanisms whereby on how to deal with any erring officer of the outfit. And I can give you some instances. There was the last time we saw viral videos on where the members of Agune Chamber Operation Dogachi in Onitsha South local government area, where they engaged in kind of scuffle with the KK riders. And we stepped in immediately. And one thing we also need to understand is that the Agune Chamber Operation Dogachi, they are in 3 cadres. We have them, the structures in 3 cadres. We have the Agune Chamber Operation Dogachi at the community level, at the town level. And we have it at the local government level, then at the state level, which is the state, supervises the town and the local government.
All right.
So the moment we got the wind about what happened in Onitsha South, we immediately applied the disciplinary measures and so on and so forth. So there are inbuilt mechanism.
Okay, let me jump in there now for want of time. There are strong allegations too I would like you to respond to on today's show. Okay. There are allegations that operatives of Agune Chamber invaded Awada Central Community Vigilante Office in collusion with the anti-touting agency on March 7th this year. How do you respond? Are you aware of this? Because that invasion, alleged invasion, saw the destruction of property at the Awada Central Community Vigilante Office, which left, of course, the security operatives there very confused when they showed up and saw that the office was destroyed. Now, the anti-touting agency was said to have colluded with some operatives of Agune Chamber to perpetuate this act. Could you tell us what you know, if you know anything about this?
Yeah, thank you very much. One is that anti-touting, otherwise known as SASA, is an agency of government. As an agency of government established by law, it has its own functions and operations. But at the same time, there are some members of the Agune Chamber Operation Dogachi seconded to the anti-touting agency. So the anti-touting agency is not directly under the control and supervision of the Agune Chamber Operation Dogachi. It's not directly under the control and supervision of my office. So if such a thing happened, well, I cannot say I haven't seen that in the social media. But no formal report has been received in my office. No formal report. We have some oversight functions on these agencies. So if we get any of such reports, for sure, we are going to deal with it. And the moment I saw the thing on social media, I have sent messages across. I've even tried to reach out to the Landlord Association, and someone I got in touch with promised to get a formal report to my office. And as soon as we get that, we'll get the members of we'll get the anti-touting to react to it, and the government will take a formal position on that.
All right. I mean, I would have wondered if more action would have been taken, because we're looking at something that happened earlier this month, and the month is already coming to an end. But if you say that, you know, actions or steps are being taken to ensure a response, then that is fine. But it's also very severe, because two operatives from the outfit were said to have been arrested.
The steps we're even trying to take. The steps, it's just that we are trying to bend backwards, go out of our way, because as I said and I maintain, there has been no formal complaint to us. We have call centers, we have lines where you can make complaints to the government and our agencies and our offices. Nobody has placed any complaint on the doorsteps of the government. And we are not meant to be reacting to issues just on the social media. But I must tell you, as a responsive and a responsible government agency, we are working on what we saw in the social media. So, as I said earlier, are you with me?
Yes.
There has been no official complaint. It was our own efforts, having seen the thing on the social media, our own efforts trying to reach out to the landlord association. And I'm also using this media to call on the landlord association or those that were affected by the incidents you are referring to come forward with their formal complaint. Because I keep emphasizing security operatives are not by no means, we are by no means, sorry, I'm being interrupted by calls.
All right, are you still with us, Mr. Ken?
Yeah, I'm with you. So sorry about that. I'm being interrupted by calls.
All right, maybe would you like to attend to the calls, or? Mr. Ken, are you still here? All right, I think we've lost him there. Let's try to reconnect with him, see if we can get him back on, because there's still so many questions you would have to respond to. The morning show returns after this quick break. Please stay with us. What are your thoughts on the spate of sex for grades in Nigerian universities?
This very issue of owing salary should be criminalized.
How can they amplify their voices?
People don't have evidence.
You want to get to know about it? Have to stay tuned right here on Afia Morning Show to get the pulse and the feel of that.
Hey ladies, join us on Gyno Plus every Wednesday at 6 p.m. right on Afia TV, DSTV channel 254 and GoTV channel 17, where we will delve into health issues affecting girls and women in society.
Breastfeeding doesn't even cause breastline. The frequency of breastfeeding means the approach you take to make sure that your well-being is maintained.
Welcome to the latest and most amazing show on here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lunch Break.
You don't sing along.
I did single.
For real. You're not a backup singer.
I said it, do that.
It's a brand new week and another opportunity for us to gist and me to tell you, bring all the spice, all the things that are hot, trending and exclusive on social media. Sometimes I know there's constructive criticism. I know that you know how to quote it. So for the people that don't understand, I want to be like, oh, why are you doing this?
Please, I'm not a cross-dresser. I'm only doing this because of the money on Facebook.
There are some people you need to just tell the truth brutally. Let it hurt them. Give it hot.
Afia TV Official, exclusive every weekday on Afia TV.
Welcome back to the morning show. We do apologize for that swift and abrupt break. We do have our guest still here with us. He has joined back, the SSA to the governor of Anambra State on Homeland Security, Mr. Ken Emakai, right now responding to allegations made against the security outfit in the state. So, Mr. Ken, I would like us to now, segue back to this conversation. You said, and I would like to record that you are yet to receive a formal report from the Awada Central Station or security outfit even reporting this incident that has happened, but you are acting based on intelligence that you've gotten from social media. However, there are reports that you are yet to visit the Awada Central Community Vigilante Office, which is actually in the news right now for the vandalization of the premises. If you've seen something on social media, what prevents you from going to investigate if these reports are true, especially when it concerns a security outfit that is currently blazing the trail in the southeast? Was this report not negative enough to prompt some kind of spot or on-site visits through your office to clarify if things had actually happened the way they were claimed to have?
Thank you very much. I do not think that you're being fair to us here. Never mind. Nevertheless, you not being fair to us, what you are asking is that you expect.
Mr. Ken, are you with us? Hello, are you with us? Are you still here?
I'm here, acknowledge or to government. And what you're asking is why haven't we paid a visit to the place? So how do I know the office? How do I know those involved? I just told you that I'm working hard to get to know the people involved even. And if you go through the social media, what you get there will be this happened in Awada. Except you expect me or expect us to go to Awada and start going around and asking, where are these people?
No, what I'm saying, no, as much as, sorry to interrupt. No, you're going to continue. We do have time. No, because I don't want you to respond to a question that we did not ask.
Why not allow me? You ask a question.
Excuse me, sir. The question is not for you to investigate. The question is why you have not paid a visit to the officer in charge. Based on what you've seen.
I am not supposed to say exactly what you want me to say.
No, because you're responding to a question that we're asking why you've not paid a visit.
You allow me to answer.
All right, please respond. Please respond. Mr. Ken, go ahead with your response. Go ahead.
Except there are the exact things you want me to say. Then you go ahead and say.
The question is why you've not paid a visit, sir, even to sympathize with the vandalized structure.
And that is the response I'm giving to you.
All right, go ahead.
So except you do not want to get the response from me, that you have your own premeditated answers to it,
sir,
then I'll allow you to go ahead.
Sir, please respond to the question.
So please do not interrupt me when I'm giving response to your question.
Sir, please respond to the question.
Okay. Would you allow me to do that?
Just go ahead.
Go ahead, sir, please.
So allow me to do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Allow me to do that.
Go ahead.
Allow me to do that.
Go ahead.
So I am using the medium to call on the landlord association or the operatives, the vigilante in that area, those involved in this matter, to come forward, to please come forward with their formal complaints, which will enable us look into it and know what actually happened. It is only until then that we'll be able to go to the office you're asking for. I can't just begin to go to Anisha and begin to ask people on the streets, where are this office, where are this office? And I've told you, I've contacted 1 or 2 members of that same association, those I knew that are supposed to be members of the association, and I've told them this same thing I'm saying here, that the association should come forward with their complaint. And I repeat, we have call center, we have numbers that the members of the public are meant to call to give their complaints. So that's my response.
All right, sir. You mentioned that you saw this on social media, that you saw the videos on social media, but Afia TV even paid a visit to that office. So we saw it on social media and we took the bait and we actually paid a visit to capture what the claimants were talking about. So it's not just even a report on social media. This video is even on mainstream media. Afia TV made sure that they paid that visit to actually get to the crux of this vandalization matter, which is why I'm asking, was there no way to actually, within 7th of March when this happened and now, to send even a representative to go there, even if as much so to sympathize with the person in charge for what happened, seeing as they've not been able to operate in a conducive environment for all this time? Because it's not just a social media sensation anymore, it's also on traditional media. So what do you have to say to that?
Well, like you said, the Alpha Media visited. You are doing your job as a media outfit. So your job is going around to scout for news. And if the efforts are made already, as I've told you, if the efforts we have made already in trying to reach out to them are not enough, and you are not looking at it from the point that they ought to bring their report, and I'm calling on them to bring their report, if what you are expecting again is for us to continue go searching for them, then I'm sorry we haven't done that.
Okay, but there's a question I would want to ask, right? But how do you coordinate all these groups, right? How do you coordinate all these groups and to prevent such conflicts happening?
Even beyond, because I think you already responded to that. I think the more important question, Oji, is it that you are not aware of the exact operatives of Agune Chamber that operate within that vicinity? Because you say that you can't go to that to Onitsha to start scouting or trying to find out who did what, when, and where, especially because the report has not been made yet, which we have firmly established. But are you saying that you do not know the operatives of this outfit that operate there to possibly even start asking questions from there?
Well, I have operatives. We have operatives in Onitsha. Onitsha is a town with 2 local government areas, and the place you call Onitsha and Awada also includes Idemiri, not local government area, and part of Obaru. So you are talking about, you are referring to 4 local government council areas, and we have operatives in these towns, in these communities, in these local governments. So until I receive any report, until we receive any report, that's when we know who actually did what. And do not forget that you do not just begin to handle a matter on account of one-sided story. So that is the essence of when we receive your report, then we find out from the other party. If you say Mr. A has done this, we are supposed to hear from Mr. A as well in order to have a balanced decision on that. So we are still calling on the people. I do not know why you will be shying away from this. Something happened to you. Okay, you are expecting someone else to have come along to sympathize you. Fine, fantastic. Now, does that in any way stop you or prevent you from lodging your formal complaints? And I will keep insisting, we are calling on the people involved, the victims in quote, to come forward with their formal complaints, so that we know from their own end what actually transpired, and that will now enable us to ask questions.
So what if the reports don't come? This won't be treated, it's going to be swept under the rug. And also, what strategies?
How are you going to treat something like there's no report on?
Well, sir, I think
it's everywhere.
It's due process. I understand. Just to be fair to you, sir, it's due process. It's due process. Reports have to be made.
Hold on.
Yes.
In that same report of yours, you're making reference to, or any social media report, was it balanced? Did you try to get to our offices in Onitsha and Awada?
Sir, with all, you were actually contacted. You were actually contacted by the state. People were contacted, but they were unreachable, which is why you are on this platform to tell us your side.
I don't think you are being honest here. You are now beginning to speak from both sides of your mouth. You now say, I'm actually contacted, and you say people were contacted, and at the same time you say people were not reachable. I am reachable as always. I'm reachable as always.
Okay, sir. Okay? So which is why the same person that carried out that report actually contacted you, and that is why you are here, to try to respond to this.
The person carried out the report first before contacting me, and you said,
"Excuse me, sir. Just to clarify, operatives, the relevant agencies were contacted by the correspondent, but they did not respond. Well,
which agency?
The fact of the matter, sir, is in as much as you're trying to throw the question back to us, you are on this platform, sir, to respond to the allegations. Two vigilante operatives, excuse me, sir, I think you are avoiding the question. I think you are avoiding. Two Awada security operatives were said to have been arrested.
If you are not taking any position and you ask a question as someone who wants to find out what happened, and not someone who has taken a position.
Sir, there's no position to be taken. There is no position. I think you are avoiding the situation. Or responding to the situation. So why don't you tell me what the two Awada vigilante operatives that were arrested?
No. It is obvious you are speaking for someone. Tell those people to come forward with their report.
That has been established, and I've said due process is important.
No, it is established. So
due process is important.
Tell them, because as I said, it's obvious you are speaking for them. Tell them to come forward with their report. If they bring their report today and you do not see my office act on it and make it public, the outcome of it, then you can come up with all these your insinuations.
There are no insinuations. This is a platform for you to.
Coming from you.
But what we're taking from this, all right, what we're taking from this is you will not act until you receive a formal report.
No, you are free. Exactly what I was saying. You are still acting a script. That's what I can get from you on this matter.
I think you should focus on the situation. What you're saying is that you will not act.
You are
focusing on the media house and not the situation.
No, you are not. You are not. You are just acting a script. Because
you are following a script. You're saying that you will not act until you receive a report. So I think you are following the due process.
Do you have any other question? Because I told you earlier I have just a few. I have limited time to be here.
I think we've already established. We've already established it. Thank you, sir, for joining.
God bless you. Thank you. And try to be moderate. Try to moderate.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Whoa. This is a case of, yes, balancing story is right, is paramount, is great, but avoiding to treat the crux, the issue, is another thing. So if you don't receive a report, that means it's going to be swept under the rug.
The thing is, it's established due process. A report has to be made. But you're seeing, because in the southeast, Agune Chamber right now is, in fact, it has generated so much. You see people calling, like, they want this kind of thing to be set up across the region. But the thing now is, if you are they're making allegations against this highly placed security outfit, what do you do when you see videos surface, even show it? I don't think anybody will go and damage his own property.
Yeah.
So I think the right thing to do is that, like, look at the Ubonyama incident. You saw the state governor went there. He didn't wait for the transport union to send the formal report before going to investigate the outcome of it. He went to inspect. But if you've seen that kind of thing happen, and you're saying that it is far, and you're saying that you have to wait for a report before you actually, really go there to check, it starts to beg the question, why? Because this thing happened since 7th of March.
If the reports don't come, there's nothing that's going to be done.
What he's saying is that they are corresponding, they're relating and all that, but to actually act on it, that is where they're holding back. And this thing happened earlier this month, up until now. And these are government agencies. They're supposed to work together.
I was going to ascertain from him strategies he's actually putting in place to avert this kind of occurrence again, right? Because if this is swept under the rug, definitely, I'm telling you this right now, it would happen again. So they don't just wait for, people have the way they want to lead. They're part of their sense of leadership and how they want to approach leadership, right? Yes, you probably might be waiting for a report to come to you, but sometimes you just have to go out of your way to ascertain literally if, these units have a problem. What's the problem? Can I step in? Can I even get the necessary measures and get them to even get a report? Must you sit down at your big enchilada ham and wait for the report to come? When this news is filtered almost everywhere, both on the social and traditional media, right? So my concern was he wasn't even attacking the real issue. You're just trying to find a bait and go back and forth and all that, which is not right, actually.
All right, I think we've gotten the response. What they're saying, what he is saying, or speaking is saying on behalf of the outfit, is that they would have to wait for a report before they can actually go there and inspect anything, to hear from both sides. You know, while we obviously feel like more proactive steps should have been taken, especially, in fact, it would have shown more responsibility if on the day it happened, as soon as that things are making the news, at least, even if, I'm not saying go there and endanger yourself, but send someone, even clandestinely, to go and check on it.
Yeah.
You know, let it just be that. But if you don't, what it now, it makes it look as if you don't care. And apparently, this clash of security agencies did not just start on the 7th.
Yes.
Those people living within that vicinity have frequently complained that they often witness clashes between the security agencies. So it's not a today thing. And that is why I'm wondering, in as much as we are trying to focus on this isolated situation, it doesn't mean that they've not been witnessing those clashes. You know, so it would be great for us to finally cover something that says that something has been done to resolve matters there. But that's all we can take for now. We'll go on a quick break now. When the morning show returns, we look into, well, more reports. And of course, something exciting that may be coming our way really soon in the state and of course in the Southeast. Do stay.
Is good. We can build a new friendship. Cheers to a fabulous here.
I am sweet, but don't try me still.
How can ladies don't disgrace me?
I am avoiding one person.
She does owe me an apology.
Have you ever Googled I didn't Google it. Like I said, girl, I read. You should read often.
So you're wondering what the Brand Wars is about? Come, let me tell you. The Brand Wars is a reality TV business game show. From business-themed games to business-themed tasks, the Brand Wars seeks to solve real-life branding challenges. Shh. Are you aware that 25 million naira worth of prizes are up for grabs? This includes 10 million naira cash, free business advertisements on DSTV and GoTV for 30 days, and an all-expense paid weekend getaway at the landmark Nikkei Lake Resort. Oh, by the way, registration and voting is open. And it's just, hold on, 100 naira only. To register and vote, visit www.fonzieweb.com/brandwars or download the Fonzie app on Google Play or iOS stores now. For inquiries, call 09155334949. Now that you know, what are you waiting for? Register now. Proudly brought to you by Fonzie and Landmark Africa Group, season sponsors, and supported by Afia TV, Afia 99.3 FM, Market Studio, Zoe Multimedia Studios, and Obalende, Enugu.
Time check, it's 2 p.m. and it's time for us to vibe, chill, and relax. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV. So Lunch Break is all about the music, it's all about fun, it's all about entertainment, it's all about entertaining gossip and stories from social, it's all about the latest trends, it's about what's lit, it's all about the games with our guests, and yes, in general, I like to say it's all about the vibes and vibes only.
Welcome to Afia TV, your go-to channel for excellent news and incredible shows that keeps you IEI, that is, informed, entertained, and inspired. Need a break?
Ladies and germs, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV.
Join Choco to vibe and chill on Lunch Break at 2 p.m. for the latest trends in music and entertainment.
Not like I have big money.
Dive into the world of innovation and creativity with Rochelle on Unka.
It means art in English.
Where creative minds and groundbreaking ideas come to life. Tune in every weekday at 8 p.m. Do not miss Afia TV Official, your perfect dose of laughter, where they discuss what is currently trending on social media every day at 5:30 p.m. on Afia TV.
But in this economy, the savings will save you, man.
And that That's not all. Stay tuned for more exciting shows on Afia TV. Catch us on Yes TV channel 254 and Go TV channel 17.
Good evening to you, viewer, and welcome to Women in Business, a show that profiles women, executives, and even the next door store owner, showcasing Igbo greatness to the world.
I started always obsessed with books ever since I was a child.
The stress of always converting naira to dollar and
An incompetent means an incompetent person.
My name is Ubon Kings.
I am marvelous Afia Morning Show. I am Chioma Okpala. My name na Ifunaya Ndule, but I'm living in market pikin.
What are your thoughts on the spate of sex for grades in Nigerian universities?
This very issue of owing salary should be criminalized.
How can they amplify their voices?
People don't have evidence.
You want to get to know about it? Have to stay tuned right here on Afia Morning Show to get the pulse and the feel of that.
Hey ladies, join us on Gyno Plus every Wednesday at 6 p.m. right on Afia TV, DSTV channel 254 and Go TV channel 17, where we will delve into health issues affecting girls and women in society.
breastfeeding doesn't even cause bloodsack. The frequency of breastfeeding determines the approach you take to make sure that your well-being is maintained.
Welcome to the latest and most amazing show on here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lunch Break.
You don't sing along.
I did single.
For real.
You're not a backup singer.
That's what they do.
It's a brand new week and another opportunity for us to gist and me to tell you, bring all the spice, all the things that are hot, trending and exclusive on social media. Sometimes I know there's constructive criticism. I know that you know how to quote it. So for the people that don't understand, I want to be like, oh, why are you doing this?
Please, I'm not a cross-dresser. I'm only doing this because of the money on Facebook.
There are some people you need to just tell the truth brutally. Let it hurt them. Give it hot.
Afia TV Official, exclusive every weekday on Afia TV.
Time check, it's 2 p.m. and it's time for us to vibe, chill, and relax. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV. So Lunch Break is all about the music, it's all about fun, it's all about entertainment, it's all about entertaining gossip and stories from social, it's all about the latest trends, it's about what's lit, it's all about the games with our guests, and yes, in general, I like to say it's all about the vibe and vibes only.
Welcome to Afia TV, your go-to channel for excellent news and incredible shows that keeps you IEI, that is, informed, entertained, and inspired. Need a break?
Ladies and germs, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV.
Join Choco to vibe and chill on Lunch Break at 2 p.m. for the latest trends in music and entertainment.
Not like I have big money.
Dive into the world of innovation and creativity with Rochelle on Anka.
It means art in English.
Where creative minds and groundbreaking ideas come to life. Tune in every weekday at 8 p.m. Do not miss Afia TV Official, your perfect dose of laughter, where they discuss what is currently trending on social media every day at 5:30 p.m. on Afia TV.
But in this economy, the savings will save you, man.
And that's not all. Stay tuned for more exciting shows on Afia TV. Catch us on DSTV channel 254 and Go TV channel 17.
Back to the Afia Morning Show. My name is still Nathalie Uku, evidently. And, well, we're already out of time. So we just came back to tell you all bye-bye. And don't forget that something exciting will be coming your way tomorrow on the Afia Morning Show. We're already out of time, but we just spared just a few seconds more to come back and wish you a pleasant day ahead. I've been your host, as always, Nathalie Uku.
And I remain OG Nwachuku. Have a splendid Thursday. Bye for now.
Good evening to you, viewer, and welcome to Women in Business, a show that profiles women, executives, and even the next door store owner, showcasing Igbo greatness to the world.
I started always obsessed with books ever since I was a child.
The stress of always converting naira to dollar and
An incompetent means an incompetent person.
My name is Ubon Kings.
I am marvelous Afia Morning. I am Chioma Okpala. My name is Ifunaya Ndume, but I'm living in a market speaking.
What are your thoughts on the spate of sex for grades in Nigerian universities?
This very issue of owing salary should be criminalized.
How can they amplify their voices?
People don't have evidence.
You want to get to know about it? Have to stay tuned right here on Afia Morning Show to get the pulse and the feel of that.
Hey ladies, join us on Gyna Plus every Wednesday at 6 p.m. right on Afia TV, DSTV channel 254 and Go TV channel 17, where we will delve into health issues affecting girls and women in society.
breastfeeding doesn't even cause bloodsack. The frequency of breastfeeding means the approach you take to make sure that your well-being is maintained.
Welcome to the latest and most amazing show on here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lunch Break.
You don't sing along.
I did single.
For real. You're not a backup singer.
That's what they do.
It's a brand new new week and another opportunity for us to gist and me to tell you, bring all the spice, all the things that are hot, trending and exclusive on social media. Sometimes I know there's constructive criticism. I know that you know how to quote it. So for the people that don't understand, I want to be like, oh, why are you doing this?
Please, I'm not a cross-dresser. I'm only doing this because of the money on Facebook.
There are some people you need to just tell the truth brutally. Let it hurt them. Give it hot.
Afia TV Official, exclusive every weekday on Afia TV.
Time check, it's 2 p.m. and it's time for us to vibe, chill, and relax. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV. So Lunch Break is all about the music, it's all about fun, it's all about entertainment, it's all about entertaining gossip and stories from social, it's all about the latest trends, it's about what's lit, it's all about the games with our guests, and yes, in general, I like to say it's all about the vibes and vibes only.
Welcome to Afia TV, your go-to channel for excellent news and incredible shows that keeps you IEI, that is, informed, entertained, and inspired. Need a break?
Ladies and germs, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV.
Join Choco to vibe and chill on Lunch Break at 2 p.m. for the latest trends in music and entertainment.
Not like I have big money.
Dive into the world of innovation and creativity with Rochelle on Unka.
It means art in English.
Where creative minds and groundbreaking ideas come to life. Tune in every weekday at 8 p.m. Do not miss Afia TV Official, your perfect dose of laughter, where they discuss what is currently trending on social media every day at 5:30 p.m. on Afia TV.
But in this economy, the savings will save you, man.
And that's not all. Stay tuned for more exciting shows on Afia TV. Catch us on DSTV channel 254 and GoTV channel 17.
Good evening to you, viewer, and welcome to Women in Business, a show that profiles women, executives, and even the next door store owner, showcasing Igbo greatness to the world.
I started always obsessed with books ever since I was a child.
The stress of always converting naira to dollar and
An incompetent means an incompetent person.
My name is Ubon Kings.
I am marvelous Afia. I am Chioma Okbala. My name is Ifunaya Ndule, but I'm living in market speaking.
What are your thoughts on the spate of sex for grades in Nigerian universities?
This very issue of owing salary should be criminalized.
So without further ado, we're going to get into the business proper for today. And we're going to start with an opening prayer from a very highly elevated and celebrated in our midst, no other than very Reverend Monsignor Professor Obiora Ike. He'll be properly introduced in due course, but Professor Obiora Ike will be taking the opening prayer this morning. Please, can we put our hands together for him?
May we rise to honor the Almighty God. We pray in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Eternal Father in heaven, you made all things possible. Without you, nothing is. The air we breathe, the waters we drink, the lives and environment we experience in all forms. Thank you, Lord, for making human beings in this world. As we gather for this business summit and for the recognitions and awards, may we ask for your blessings upon each and every person here, that we live your blessings not only in our own lives, but that we share it with others. You've given us the ability to share. Encourage us to share, because when you teach us to share, we do not get poorer, we get richer. To you be glory and honor and praise forever and ever. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen. Now, to further the program, we want to call to the podium the Group Managing Director of Copen Group to come for agenda setting. Reverend Dr. Sir.
For want of not, I see so many people here. I see the people, if you look at the program, you see Dr. Anna Ayago, you see so many other people who are there, who are going to participate in what we are doing today. From the bottom of my heart, I'd like to appreciate all your presences. The theme for this year's ABS 3.0 Summit is transposition of interest in service delivery. Transposition of interest is the process of having an exchange of interest in a way of life or life operating value proposition or strategy for personal and organizational vision, mission, and strategy. It seeks not what is in it for me alone, but what will be the best interest of the stakeholders, whose interests we are managing as an orchestra director or lead character in that event and for that epoch, whether it is public sector or private sector. The idea of transposition of interest as a means to achieving our highest ideals is rooted in the timeless, ageless, infallible Word of God. It flows from a faith perspective, an understanding that whereas the earth is the Lord's, the fullness thereof, and all that dwell therein, we are the sent ones from God and empowered to serve God's purpose, His people, and His creation. In conclusion, from Franz Fanon in his book, The Wretched of the Earth, and I quote, "Each generation must, out of relative obscurity, discover its mission, either fulfill it or betray it. I believe that we will fulfill it." My friends, we have one life to live. When we are gone, the value of our life will be measured on the impact we have had and the intangible legacy we have left behind. As Todd Henry reminds us in his book, Die Empty, do not go to your grave and carry inside of you the best that you have unleashed in the world. Our cemetery is the richest land in the world because millions of people have died and they carried away many valuable ideas that they did not come to light nor benefit others. All these ideas are buried in their graves. If you have an idea, perform it. If you have a knowledge, give it out. If you have a goal, achieve it. If you have resources, assist the less opportune. Love, share, and distribute. Do not keep it inside. Let's begin to give. Remove and spread every atom of goodness inside of you.